The LMK LabSoft can calculate measuring results using statistic tools for user-defined regions or areas of interest in the image. When an image is opened for analysis in the LabSoft, it automatically gives the pixel information or luminance value for each image in the status line. However, for more complex analysis of the image, statistical evaluations can be conducted. Statistic evaluations enable you to calculate the statistics of several adjacent pixels in one measuring region of the image to provide combined and average resulting values. These measured values remain unchanged as long as either a new image is captured, the measuring regions are altered, or the parameters of the evaluation method are changed. Whenever a statistical evaluation is applied to an image, the result appears as tables and/or diagrams of these applied statistics, along with an additional tab named Overview. The Overview tab gives a bird's-eye view on all the values of the standard statistic. Furthermore, the different columns of the Overview tab give different information about the specified region. The Overview tab always shows the same columns no matter what type of statistic evaluation is applied. The first column indicates the index for each statistic. The arrangement is according to the timeline of the creation and placement of the statistic evaluation applied by the user. The second column shows the type of statistic that has been applied for the measuring region. LMK LabSoft comes with an array of statistic types based on different algorithms and calculation methods. The resulting values from these statistics can appear in the form of tables, diagrams, and graphs, depending upon the type of statistic applied. However, by right-clicking on the bottom area, one can access a useful option called Visibility of Tables and Diagrams. With the help of this option, the user can activate tables, graphs, and/or diagrams for statistic types in which these options are not given by default. The third column is the statistic number column. It shows the number of times one statistic is applied on one region. The fourth column shows the statistic parameter set, that is to say, one set of switches, numbers, and factors predetermined for a certain type of statistic. LMK LabSoft comes with a default set of parameter sets for each statistic type. However, these parameters can be modified by the Statistic Parameters dialog through Properties dialog. These statistical parameters can also be saved or set to default according to the unique requirements. The Statistic Parameter dialog does show different available parameters to be set for different statistic types. The fifth column shows the type of image being worked on. For instance, in this video, we are using background image. The sixth column is the Region tab that shows the name of the region which is being worked on. The user can create a number of regions and name them accordingly. This name of the region is the same as shown in the name flag on the image. A column called Selected shows the current state of the region, that is to say, the Selected tab shows the value 1 if a region is currently being worked on, and 0 if vice versa. The value of Standard column is always set to 1 because it shows that the standard statistic type is also a part of all other available statistic types. It means that it is possible for all statistic types to have the value of area, minimum, maximum, mean, and deviation. The Geo and Photo column are showing the positions of geometric and photometric centroids respectively. Similarly, minimum and maximum are showing the positions of minimum as well as maximum pixels in the region. The time statistic is shown in the last column of the Overview tab. The time statistic gives a graph that represents the change in the values of mean, minimum, maximum, and deviation according to a timeline. The graphical plot shows the changes in these values when applied to a continuously changing image content. The time statistic can be used in combination with the live luminance mode and the measuring series function. In order to have a full understanding of the time statistic, we will undertake an example. We will use a common safety sign and take its image with the help of LMK device for analysis. When dealing with luminance of safety signs, there are certain rules that are taken in consideration in accordance with DIN EN 1838 standard for lighting applications. According to this standard, the minimum luminance of the safety color green at any given place should be 2 candela per meter square. Any value below this threshold cannot be taken in consideration. The ratio between minimum and maximum luminance within the contrast color white and the safety color green should not be greater than 10 to 1. Bigger differences between two adjacent signs should be avoided. The ratio between the contrast color white and the safety color green should be at least 5 to 1 and should not be greater than 15 to 1. The backlit timeout of the safety sign should be overall 1 hour. The safety sign must reach a minimum of 50% required luminance within 5 seconds and 100% required luminance within 60 seconds of time. In order to capture images for analysis, the user first needs to set focus. The user can either set the focus manually. For this, you can refer to our tutorial, Setup and Configuration, under the topic of Setting Focus. Or there's a new menu in LabSoft that provides the user with some useful options to set an accurate focus of the camera. This menu opens when starting or freezing the live image capture. Once the focus is set, you can start capturing the images by using Capture, Measurement Series, Time Controlled. Image sequences are created at certain preset times and with fixed capturing parameters. Once the images are captured and stored in the image library, the LabSoft allows the access to images separately or to process all images as a batch analysis. In order to evaluate the time statistic, it is recommended to once again refer to the DIN EN 1838 standard and open all needed images as processing queues. By default, the results of the time statistics are not displayed in the Overview tab. These values can, however, be activated through Statistics Parameters menu. The value of maximum time count can also be modified through this dialog. Maximum time count works in a way that when its value is set to 10, we load 20 images. It happens in a way that the time statistic does calculate 10 values, but by the rule of first in, first out. It means that when the 11th image is taken, the first image is cleared. The rest of images move forward and the 10th image is filled with the 11th. Finally, when the processing queue ends with the 20th image, the 10 entries will be filled with the results from the 11th to 20th image. The resultant graph of time statistics shows the differences in the minimum, maximum, mean, and variance in the value of luminance with the passage of time.